What's going on, guys? It's Easy. Welcome to my channel. So I'm going to share my Tempest build, which I am enjoying a lot these days. It has a lot of survival ability. However, the damage output is not the highest here because that is not the purpose of this build. I will explain everything to you guys. However, if you have a really good armor penetration, like I do have here, then losing some damage, skill and assistance is not so bad, because here you will be able to see me that I'm jumping inside those players and still surviving them because of the skill wind walk which I am using with different SSS. So sacrificing some damage for more survival ability to bring out some more strategies that you can encounter to deal with players is actually really nice. So for that reason, I don't mind losing some damage which I was getting from the crosswind, because it allows me to survive longer. And there is a saying which I really like, that what good is damage if you cannot survive. So yeah, I prefer on surviving so I can deal some really good damage to other players. So you can see the wind walk is helping me survive and stay close to the players. However, uh, you can easily kill demon hunter with this build, and if they try to strafe you, you can survive with the wind walk. In critical situation, you can run out from wizard or make them run away. You can fight barbarian, monk, but they might not die, but you'll still be able to deal some good amount of damage. Overall, this build is quite nice and allows you to play aggressive and in close range. So overall, I am really liking this build, and it works really nice in Vault as well. I have been playing with this setup in Vault for an entire week and having quite nice success. So I will highly suggest you guys to give it a try if you don't have the issue of armor penetration and have good enough damage. So give it definitely a go, and you might like this build a lot because I am really enjoying it. It has a lot of option to counter other classes in my opinion. So there goes the builds. So it was rather one-sided match, but you guys can clearly see that I was jumping in full action and surviving quite easily. So let's jump into the builds here, starting off with the Paragon setup. I am using Gladiator, with when fighting a player you deal 4% more damage and take less damage. And when you defeat a player, your grizzled veteran bonus increase to 12% for 10 seconds. That is really nice. And I am using this for every player you defeat, your critical hit chance increases by 3%, stacking up to 5 times. So the more you survive and get kills, the better your chances of becoming more stronger and effective. This is why I really like Overpower. And then each party member within 15 yards reduce the damage you take. And lastly, cheat that. This is my Paragon setup here, and Warband Buff which we are using here is obviously Protector, so I can have more life, bigger size, and some block chance there. So this is nice too. And talking about my secondaries, this is what they look like. 5.5 almost, with crit chance of 32%, the crit damage, the attack speed, and my resonance, and so on. And my combat rating is around this much here, and life and damage, all that. And what else is there? Yeah, the skills which we are using, and obviously the setup with my Reforged and all that. So let's get into that. The primary I'm using is Wing Edge, but mostly I am not using that. Rolling Surf is my main attack, and Zyphers. Breaker, Winged Walk, so I can become untargetable inside the storm. Then Flowing Strike, so I can break free from total loss of control or cause the loss of control on someone else. So these are the skills, starting off with the set item. Obviously, since these are dash builds, so you 100% need 4 pieces of gloom price, so you can have more damage every time when you dash and get more critical chance. Combining that with Ritus Urge, so you can have 30% more attack speed and buff duration. Best combo, and it also works really nice for Tempest with the PvP stuff. So that is that. And then moving forward to my Reforged, this is what I am using. These are the same Reforged which I use for my Demon Hunter as well as for PvE. I do not have second loadout. This is quite generic setup which I am using. Attack speed, duration of beneficial effect, critical damage, all skill damage, and primary damage in, and all my 8 pieces actually has that. So that is that. And I almost forgot about showing my legendary gem. This is what they look like. Rank 6 Void Spark, Moon Skull, Gloom Cask, Bloodsoaked Jade, Bottle Hope, Pharaoh Frank, Roiling Consequence, and lastly Wolf Heot. There we go, all damage dealer gems. I might switch my Moon Skull later in future to Golden Firmament, but I am not sure at the moment because I do like to create a Firestorm combining with the Rolling Consequence, and I think when I am going to be in under the total loss of control effect, Golden Firmament can still attack other players even when I am stunned or freeze. So that is what my take is there. And Rolling Consequence can cause Firestorm, but I will see. I am not sure yet, but yeah, this is the gem setup I am using here. So now let's get into the essences itself. This is the new one, Deceitful Whisper. This is really good for your Wind Walk, especially when you're doing critical damage. Wind Walk cooldown is reduced by 0.24 seconds each time you deal a critical hit, but this cannot occur more often than 10 times every 9 seconds. So you kind of save 4 seconds with that, which is still a huge thing. So you can see clearly in my video, with the help of this helm, I can pretty much use this every time when I am in rolling surf and just retreat after that. So that is that which I am using. And then there is the shoulder which I am using, Safe Borders, which is for wind, not the wind walk. Flowing Strike can now be used while suffering from total loss of control. This is a really good chess piece and it is no brainer. And also are the Memento Onus or whatever the name is. This is also for Flowing Strike, and Flowing Strike now cause you to dash forward, damaging and stunning enemies in your path. So you can either use this to run away, breaking from the total loss of control, or cause a loss of control on someone else. So this is rather really nice in my opinion. So that is that. Then moving forward to my pent here, I am using for Breaker skill. Breaker now causes you to dash forward, damaging enemies, and conjures a Zephyr in your wake. So you can use this to get a shield as well, and also leave a Zephyr behind or on someone else when you want to retreat. So really nice one. Then my main hand here is Rolling Surf. Now empowers your edge, causing you and your Zephyr primary attack to throw water daggers that return to you. So again, everyone is using this one, so it's a no-brainer. Then Grass Blade Edge is what I am using, and Windwalk duration increased by 28.5%, and also cooldown is reduced if you have it awakened. It's a lot. So you see, I am losing a lot of damage because I don't have cross rings, but having a survival ability does bring me to deal with some handy and critical situation. So I don't mind losing some damage because my play style is already quite aggressive, and I try to make sure that other people don't able to read my movement, what I'm about to do, either if I'm going to drop my Zephyr or retreat or attack. So yeah, I don't mind losing damage if I have more strategies on in my hands to which I can use for certain situation. That is, in my opinion, is better. If you have damage but no survival ability, then you will not live long enough to deal damage. So it's quite a good balance, and especially when you have a lot very high armor penetration, losing some damage doesn't affect much. Then my offhand here is for Mist Touch. Orbs also increase your attack and movement speed by 28.5% for 8 seconds. This is what I am using. And my Ruzi Spine is what I'm using lastly, which is also for Zephyr. Damage increased by 28.5%. Mitch touch cooldown reduced by 10. So leaving Zephyr behind also is beneficial because they are going to deal more damage. So yeah, these are my builds. Give it a try. You might feel like that your damage output is low, but you'll survive a lot longer. You just have to time things right, and things should be good enough. And with this, I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.